need you to remember, I clean the windows, so it's going to be nice and clear. I wipe off the headlights so we can see everything. You're going to see me going to get some fuel. You're going to see me on the expressway. I'm going to talk about some common things that a lot of rookie drivers do and how you can protect yourself in case you get in trouble. I'm a state certified driving instructor. This is Driving with Myles. All right, we pulled up from a park position. Driving in that can be overwhelming if you can't see. So I want to come up to have a complete stop. I look left, I look right. This is going to be an outside view today. Over time, your windshield will get scratched and get a little bit dull. You can buy a type of glass polish or a really good cleaner that will help clean it up and get some of the film off. The reason it looks so clear, I took the time to wipe inside the window, outside the window, so you can see. And if you have really good headlights, what I mean by good headlights, these are HID lights, you can see it very clearly. It's going to help you navigate on some of these challenging roads that you're going to have. There's always a chance that you could get into an accident or go off the road because it's at night and it's hard to see. So don't let someone tell you, oh, it's easy. It's not easy. You've got to learn where to look, where to see, and then identify those areas that are challenges and move forward and eliminate some of those rookie mistakes. Example, I'm coming up to the edge. I'm looking left and right before I get here. Someone could be running. It could be a car broken down. So you want to come up and look. So I want to stop here at the stop sign, but I can't see. I got to look left and right. So I have to move forward. It's called showing the car. I'm going to come up to the edge. My first lane is clear. Turn into the nearest lane. If you're a bad driver during the day, you're going to be a worse driver at night because you have less light to help you navigate safely through the roads. And then you have to rely on the street lights, pavement markings, and all of those things play into you becoming a good driver. I'm going to squeeze my brakes. I have time to make a nice smooth turn, and I'm going to do that nice and easily. Never shoot the gap. Shoot the gap is when you just rush to go through the light, and then as a result, you could end up hitting someone. And whenever you come to a gas pump, you need to find the number of the pump. I always want to shut the car off. I'll leave this running. I have a key fob. That's an electronic device that there's no physical key. A lot of newer cars have a key fob, which is the electronic device that talks to the computer. So whenever you get fuel, this is the time you wipe off your windows. You make sure your oil is good. I'm getting fuel. You always want to look around to make sure it's safe because people can walk up on you. Certain stations are well lit, they're safe areas, but there's always a chance. Let me turn this around. There's always a chance that you could get robbed or you could get carjacked. So you got to know what stations are safe. You got to really be aware. I try to teach my students that. Rookies will go to some random gas station and there are people out walking around. Never go to a gas station where there's a large number of people outside sitting down because you're going to be an easy target. So we're not trying to be a target. We're trying to be safe. We want to get our fuel. Our windows are clean. Make sure they're good. And if they have washer fluid in the window cleaner, you can squeegee your windshield wipers, your headlights, and tail lights so you can see. A lot of rookies don't have extra money to get windshield washer solvent, and then you drive around with dirty windows and you can't see. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm going to show you what you need to do. So I got back into the vehicle. First thing, you want to put on your seatbelt. I've seen a lot of rookies, beginning drivers, just jump in the car and go. So my windows are clean. My mirror, I want to square my center mirror so when I'm driving, I can look up and get that rear window. And then my side mirrors, they're adjusted pretty good. So you saw me looking. And I'm going to cut off these lights because you don't want any additional glare. Then I'm going to put my foot on the brake. This is a push to start. So that part is set. Okay, so I'm going to have the view this way so you can see me looking around. Whenever you pull out of a gas station, you have to look around. So I'm in drive, have my foot on the brake. I want to make sure I have my petrol. I'm going to check my fuel range so I know exactly. So I have 235 miles. I got 7.6 gallons. $25. So I have 235 miles. That's my fuel range. If you're a rookie or beginning driver, you're like, I'm just going to put 3 or 4 gallons in. You could run out of fuel. It's happened to me before. So you want to make sure you're safe. Okay, so you see me looking around. You have to look where you want to go. I'm going up a road. So I'm looking up and you can see the light getting dark and getting bright. It will put a strain on your eyes. I'm just going to turn this on so you can see me. It's going to put a strain on your eyes. I have to go in the center lane, so I'm looking before I get here. A lot of beginners don't even look, and they just pull out in front of cars. That's one of the most dangerous things. So I'm looking, and I'm judging distance. I'm going up to the edge of the road, and I'm going to wait till it's clear. So I'm just looking, and I'm going to move up. So this is what takes time. And if a lot of you don't want to do this, you're going to pull out in front of a car and get hit because beginners or rookies have a difficult time judging how fast a car is going. So I'm still looking. It takes time. I did have one student have a panic attack here. I felt very sorry for them, so I just supported them. I did the best that I could. And then I helped them complete the turn because you never know what things are difficult. So I'm looking, and I'm going to get right in the middle turn lane. I'm going to switch screens. Okay, this is a protected left turn. It's blinking, traffic is clear. You want to make sure that you're going on the correct ramp because if I go on the wrong ramp, I'm going to get killed. We actually saw an elderly lady today going the wrong way on the ramp. So my student and I tried to honk her horn, get her attention. She got turned around. This can happen to anyone. This is a cloverleaf. So if you go too fast here, you're going to lose control. You will spin out. And now I'm going to show you this merge. You want to build up speed. I'm at about 55. And I get into the first lane. Always try to get into the first lane. Keep it smooth. Be patient. And I like to see my students get into a rhythm where you're comfortable with your speed. You're in your lane. Excuse me. You're in your lane. and you're looking ahead scanning. If you're looking down at your feet, which a lot of beginners do, for some reason they think the pedal's gonna disappear. It won't disappear. So you're gonna see me get over, show you, and you're gonna see me look over my shoulder. And then once you get into the lane, the middle lane is the smooth lane. So in theory, when you're driving, you want to stay in the first two lanes. This vehicle to the left, that's okay. Excuse me, that is okay. But if there was a lot of heavy traffic, they should be getting over to allow traffic to move quickly and get over. It facilitates a safer travel. A lot of beginners or rookies go too slow in the left lane. They make people angry. Now someone is lit, L-I-T-E, and they're ready to road rage on you, cut you off, and you think, oh, I'm doing everything fine. You're not. This car technically to my left should be getting over. I'm not stressed about it. I'm taking care of what I need to do and my responsibilities, and I need all of you to take care of your personal responsibilities when you drive. Another thing that I need to let you know, you should always know where your vitals are in your car. For instance, I just checked the tire pressure at the station. My front passenger side tire is at 34 pounds. As you drive, the air pressure will go up. My front driver's side is at 33. My rear driver's side is at 31. And then my rear passenger side is at 33. So there's something going on with my left rear tire. There's a semi-truck ahead. Rookies would wait till the last second. So what I'm gonna do is lift my foot. I'm gonna get over. So I don't have to deal with the semi. I don't want to cut it off because those semis can't stop. A rookie driver may accelerate really fast and cut off this car ahead of us or cut off the truck. Driving is a privilege, not a right. The state, the province, owns your license. Stay away from trucks. This is a double. 2 trailers. In some states, they have a triple. They got over. I'm cruising pretty good. Eventually, I'm gonna get back over to the middle lane. You hear the blinker. 3 blinks, 3 to 5 blinks are good. I'm back where I need to be. I'm trying to look ahead as far as possible. Even with these headlights, you can see up to 500, maybe 650 feet. But as your headlights get older, they lose some of their ability to illuminate. So if you drove a 2019, a 2015, a 2010, you're driving basically with really old headlights that can't shine enough light. So I would suggest spend 10, 15, 20 bucks. Get some new, and I'm not sponsored by Sylvania, but they talk about the Starlight or their special higher output headlights you can buy. And that's a good investment if you're driving an older car, because you have to be able to see. And also, during this time of year before the crazy snow gets down, you should replace your windshield wipers and make sure you have adequate windshield washer solvent. So I'm going to lift my foot. I don't want to. A rookie driver, I'm going to show you, a rookie driver would drive right on top of this car. I feel uncomfortable doing this. And you would just tailgate. This makes them nervous. So I'm going to get over and let you see how close I am. And that's why your instructor or your parents will say, you know what, you are not safe. So I'm in the left lane, passing the slower moving traffic. And we recently came from Texas. In this lane, this is the HOV lane. You would have to have more than one person, but we're not in Texas. So this location does not require more than one passenger. They do that to try to reduce the carbon footprint and reduce CO2 emissions, which I'm all about. This is a really tight curve. A lot of rookies or beginners would go really fast on this curve, what's going to happen is going to pull you out to the right. Centrifugal force will make you go in a straight line. So I'm trying to hold the wheel very easily. And some drivers would go 70, 80, 90. All that's going to do is make it like a slingshot, and you're going to lose control. So you don't want to do that. You want to keep really good control. You want to be smooth. And I see the cars to the right, but I'm not staring at the cars. Look for information. What is the environment? The environment is in the road. All right, so we're maintaining good speed. I'm really trying to hold the wheel very smoothly. Centrifugal force is pulling me out, and I've seen a lot of cars lose control and smash into the wall. So you have to know your limitations. And if you're driving a car you're unfamiliar with, you need to be going much slower, 60, 65. And things move a little bit slower, but that's okay. You'll be alive. And the faster you go, the closer you get to the line. The line is death. A lot of people drive very fast and they die very fast. So I'm scanning, checking cars on the ramp, anticipating cars that could come over into my lane. Part of your orientation to driving is anticipating dangerous situations. On the expressway, it is a limited access. What does this mean? You have a ramp that you go on, an on-ramp, and you have a ramp that you get off on. So we don't expect that car's broken down to the right. And if they don't recommend you get out and fix your car, but if you had to, I would probably jump the fence and get to a gas station. It depends on how far you are away, right? But at night, it's definitely a very dangerous time to change a tire because people won't be able to see you, and many of you don't even know how to change your tire. Part of your driving expertise is having jumper cables, having the proper clothing, knowing how to change a tire, a proper first aid kit, travel kit, jumper cables, a couple quarts of oil, duct tape, fan belt, alternator belt, or serpentine belt. A lot of cars today have one large belt, and if that belt cracks or breaks, your car will shut down. Like I see brake lights up there. I don't know what's going on. You saw those brake lights go off. You have to be able to spot these things. And what am I trying to tell you? You got to analyze your driving environment. We're on the expressway. You see cars merging on. You see cars coming over. Some cars will just cut the line and go all the way over. It's kind of scary. So I'm staying into the left lane. I see cars. A lot of you will drift toward the car and cut them off. Or you'll hook the line to the right. We have broken white lines, so we can change lanes. The left lane is the warning line. The right lane is the edge line or fog line. I saw that car changing lanes. See, they're a lane jumper. Stay away from cars like that. They're just cutting over back and forth. I want you to be predictable. And when you're driving or you look at this content and this is bringing you value, give it a thumbs up. I'm lifting my foot because this car is moving slow. The car behind me just changed lanes because I don't want to be aggressive and drive on top of this car. So that car is going much faster than all of us, so they're in more danger. They're closer to the line. I'm looking over my shoulder and I'm being predictable. Cars around you should know what you're doing. You can't drive just as if you're the only car on the road because you will be mistaken. You will have an accident. You will cut off someone. You will end up in a crash. So that they are in a hurry because they changed multiple lanes and they're going to cut back over. That's anticipation. So I'm going to get over. I want to stay in an open lane. When you're driving, stay in open lanes. You can see. You can look ahead. because a lot of times multiple car accidents will happen. I'm taking my time, going real smoothly on the curve. They are going much faster than I am. And this is a really dangerous part of the country. On this road, you see how tight it is. There are a lot of accidents that happen on curves. So you as a rookie, you might turn the wheel straight and will veer out of the lane. There's a semi truck. So we want to stay out of blind spots of trucks. We want to keep moving. Rookies would start lifting foot and you'll start hanging around a truck. So I'm going to lift my foot, and I'm lifting my foot. See how slow I'm moving? You run a chance of having a tire explode. This is dangerous. So I want to keep moving through the blind spot. Therefore, left side, right side, front and back. You see all this traffic ahead of us? I'm analyzing brake lights. I'm looking for cars without blinkers. And by you looking at this, you're going to start analyzing information. There's another truck. I'm anticipating this white car may be cutting over. I'm maintaining speed, and I'm going into the blind spot and out. That's what I need you to do. Don't hang around blind spots, because you will end up getting cut off, a tire could explode, debris could fly up, and no one wants to be in that emergency situation. It is very frightening. So I'm lifting my foot a little bit because I don't want to be aggressive and tailgate. I got over. The HTS is working. If I'm scanning traffic, slower moving traffic stays to the right. I want to stay smooth. I want to stay predictable. I'm going to get over to the right lane. I flipped over my shoulder. You should hear the blinker, 4 blinks of the blinker, and I'm in the middle lane. So I can see traffic to the left. I can see traffic to the right. I'm gradually turning into the curve. If I turn too aggressive, the car could veer to the left, hit the wall, or veer to the right. I'm trying to be very predictable, so I'm lifting my foot again. A lot of you would tap your brake, hit your brake. I'm lifting my foot more. And you want to keep that space. That space allows you maneuverability. It allows you to be safe. Some interstates don't have adequate lighting, and it's going to be much harder for you to see. I'm getting over to the middle lane. You'll see me gradually turning the wheel, and you'll see the car being very predictable. Now this is an SUV, so it's up a little bit higher. It's okay, it's not 100% comfortable, but it does get you where you need to go. Try to look ahead as far as possible. A client did run into the curb with this vehicle, so it does pull a little bit to the right. The steering wheel is a little bit off center. So if you don't have a good alignment where your front wheels are tracking straight, you're going to end up hugging the right or left. You see these cars merging out? No blink. Very confusing, very frustrating. And I have open space. I'm going to get over to the left. From you looking at this, this should be very predictable, very smooth. And I want to stay out of the way of slower moving cars, stay out of the way of vehicles merging on the expressway. In the evening, the police. In the evening, at night, it's much more relaxed. And if you have to take a long trip, Chicago, Texas, California, you might want to start off, drive through the night, get rest, or drive through the day. There's a lot of cars and trucks. So I'm trying to hold the wheel very easily. There's another semi-truck. And if I look at the truck, I'm going to drift toward it. And that's what rookies do. So I want to look ahead around the curve. And as the road turns, I turn. I need you to be extremely reliable and consistent when you drive. We don't have to worry about fuel. Our fuel range was at 235, so we have fuel. Because when you're a rookie, you don't have much money. You might put $10 in, that might get you a 100-mile range. So you need to know the fuel economy of your vehicle so you can plan. Because when you're younger or a rookie, you don't have money and you have a lot of time. When you're older, you have more time and more money. So I'm trying to stay smooth, predictable. The middle lane is the smooth lane. I can see traffic from the left, traffic from the right. I adjust my mirrors at the gas station, so I feel, out of 10 being the safest, I feel like about 9. Because can you have a perfect drive? I don't think anyone can have a perfect drive. It could be the road. It could be how the car handles. This car's not the best handling, so I'm not going to try to be super aggressive because it is an SUV and the tires are not the greatest. They're inflated to the recommended pressure, but it just doesn't feel as stable as I would like. There's another car broken down. Could be debris on the road. So, could you help them? Yes. Is it recommended? Probably not. There's another car helping them. Flat tire. Also, what you should do is invest in a tow truck package. AAA is a national company. I'm not sponsored by them. They have packages of a 25-mile tow and 100-mile tow. I say with the 100 miles, that's pretty safe to get you home. So you should talk to your parents about that. I'm moving pretty good. The car's kind of bouncing up and down a little bit because of the road. You can see it looking at the video. So I'm trying to hold it really easily. And I'm lifting my foot because I want to have control. So now it's smoother. I'm staying away from all these trucks and cars. A lot of things are going on, so I'm just trying to be predictable as possible. That car is moving faster than the flow, so they're just cutting off everything and everybody. Another rookie thing I need you to remember is stay consistent. I see brake lights, so I'm not sure what's going on. And this road is narrow. There's a lot of construction here, so I'm trying not to look at the barrels. I'm trying to be predictable. And I am holding the wheel. I'm not squeezing it, but I'm holding it. Now I'm lifting my foot because I see brake lights ahead. There's slow-moving traffic, so I'm lifting my foot. And as a rookie, you would tailgate. So there are 4 cars ahead of me. And this car's driving very aggressive. So this is a wolf pack that we're in right now. So rookies, you would drive really fast, tailgate really fast. It's not worth it. I don't know if you can see it. There's a car tailgating me. So I'm just trying to be predictable and maintain speed. You can only control the space in front of you. Okay, so this car's going really fast. They're pushing really hard. So now you got 2 cars racing up there. I'm was trying to be predictable. Looked over my shoulder. And I can't see with this truck, so stay out of the way of pickup trucks. That car that was tailgating, they're way up there. So they're getting closer to the line. The line is death. So I want to be predictable. Take my time. Get over. That was a pretty good lane change. You can make a lane change on the curb. This takes a little bit more control, and you do not want to squeeze the wheel really hard. That car is going really fast. We're just staying consistent, and we're slowly catching up to them. It's not a race, and it's really about safety. Safety is the number one thing I need all of you to be concerned with. Traffic is moving pretty nice, maintaining its speed control. I'm a big technician on looking at your gauges. Our fuel is at a half a tank. Our temperature's about in the middle. Those are normal. We're right at 55. That's the speed limit here. Our air pressure in the front left, 34. The front right, 35. The rear left, 33, and the rear right, 34. So they're within about a pound of each other, so that's normal. If you would run over a nail or a screw, which I have before, you would have a rapid deflation of your tires. You could possibly have a blowout. I had one of those driving to Wisconsin. Very, very scary. Had an older car. The tires were dry rotted, meaning they were falling apart from the inside out. They heated up, and I had a blowout, and it sounds like a cannon going off. Pop! And then it's very scary. And when you're out more than an hour away from home, there's no tow truck. You are the tow truck. You are the mechanic. So luckily, I was able to change the tire. Holding this wheel pretty firmly on this curve. You should be able to see that pretty good. And the reason you can see good is because of these headlights. So you need to have good headlights. You need to make sure your window's clean. These small things can go a long way. If you're a rookie, you don't have windshield washer solid. You don't have new wiper blades. You didn't clean your window. So now it's going to be more difficult for you to drive and be safe. Trying to be very smooth and very predictable. When you're driving, you need to be predictable to yourself and to other drivers. And if you're farsighted, you can't see things near. If you're nearsighted, you can't see things far. So if you are eyeglass wearer, these lights might strain your eyes a little bit more. Lifting my foot a little bit, getting into a pack of cars again. They're getting over, so I feel good about that. They're really slow at making that lane change. We have a bigger truck ahead of us, another car broken down. Ooh, they're on the side of the road. I would not be doing that. A lot of times people with larger trucks like this, they just stay in the left lane. So as soon as I pass this car on the right, I get, oh, they got over. That's courteous. Speed is pretty good. semi-trucks again, and a lot of people wait till the last second to make lane changes. You want to stay clear of those semi-trucks. We are losing a little bit of speed because there are more cars, so I can't bully them, tailgate them, and I've lost probably about 8 miles an hour. There's something called highway hypnosis, where you're going to be driving for a long time. You'll be going 60, you won't even feel it. You'll be going 70, you won't even feel it. You'll be going 80. So they're getting ready to cut over. I'm maintaining speed. That's really dangerous. They waited till the last second. That made my heart drop a little bit, because you're driving and you don't expect people to do those maneuvers. We're still losing a little bit of speed. There are 4 lanes, so the 2 semi-trucks are in the middle lane, which is fine. And without semi-trucks, we would not have anything, so I'm really appreciative of them and respectful of them. Drivers up higher in the air, the semi-truck drivers, so they see a lot more. This driver got over to the lane, so I don't want to be around that. More blind spots, 4 of them, left side, right side, front. That trailer must be empty. It's about too long. Eventually, I do have to get over to the right, so I want to get over early, but I can't right now because of all these semi-trucks. So a rookie driver might start cutting in and out. Don't develop those habits. Be more consistent. I have more than enough time to get over to the right, so I'm lifting my foot, maintaining good speed, and I'm just looking for a big space so I can have room to get over. Just trying to take my time. Still have plenty of time to get over, but it is on my mind. So you as a driver, you need to know how far is your exit, what is the level of traffic. There are a lot of trucks here. There are a lot of cars here. I can't just aggressively tailgate this driver and make them go faster. So I still have plenty of time. But my heart is beating some because I know I'm going to have to make a maneuver. And the difference between a rookie and, say, an intermediate, they're more consistent. They know they have to get over. They're going to look for room. They're going to be curious. Where a rookie will just kind of cut over and hope. You can hear the tires making that noise. And sometimes I do get a little bit nervous on bridges, so this is a bridge right now. We went to Iowa one time, and there are a lot of bridges there. I do have a really good feeling. You would have to look through the library of content where we were driving in Iowa, and it was very, very different. So now I have an open space, so I'm going to get over one lane, and I'm planning. And rookies and beginners have a lot of, they don't plan. Oh, here's my exit, let me get over. So I'm lifting my foot a little bit because this middle lane is about 5 to 7 miles an hour slower. I'm increasing my following distance. Increase means to get closer, decrease means to make it larger. So I'm speaking of terms. We talked about having clean windshields, clean headlights. I'm not sure what they're doing. I don't see a car ahead of them, so they just kind of tap their brakes. So that kind of throws you off as a driver, and it kind of threw me off. Staying pretty smooth, being predictable. Exit 189 is where I want to go. It's about a mile away. So I do need to get over to the right. Well, if I don't look, I'm going to cut off somewhere. I don't want to do that. I'm gonna go ahead and get over now and accelerate through your lane change. A lot of beginners actually put their foot on the brake, and that's very dangerous because you're losing speed very fast. Now we're in the right lane. I have cars merging on. I've got to go much slower. So I'm here early. I feel comfortable, but there's a very sharp turn. And if you're going too fast or you're falling asleep, you could crash. So I'm just going to take my time. You have to be able to read signs, and if you don't, you're going to get confused. So we went ahead to the airport. They're going much faster. People are late. They'll drive faster, drive more aggressive. I want to be very predictable. Everything's good. See how they're cutting over? They're in a hurry. They're closer to the line. We're already in the exit we need. It's kind of like a plane landing. They're getting on course. We're adjusting our speed, our position. We're solid. So we don't have to make emergency maneuvers. End up lifting my foot a little bit. A lot of rookies would just wear out the brake pads. And I'm going into this curve very, very smoothly. And a lot of cars will just follow you very closely, and it's very nerve-wracking. So I'm going in really smooth. You'll see how sharp this curve is. That's why those cars are hitting brakes. So I'm going to squeeze real smoothly, and I'm going real nice. And my heart's still pounding because this is a sharp curve. And if you are truly a driver, you will connect with the road. You might not be an enthusiast like me, but you will connect. So I have to get over one lane. It's going to be a lot of information right now. The next challenge I want to tell you, we're going to go into a major downtown area. You're going to an airport. You're going to be overloaded with cars, people, information, and your brain will shut down. So we want Evans. You see all this traffic. All this traffic. So I need to get over one lane to the right, but I can't because there's traffic. So I'm going to be courteous. Nope, still can't get over. So I'm kind of stuck right now, but I'm not going to like panic. I need to get over one lane to the right. So I'm going to keep moving. And I have to get over one lane. Looks like someone is waiting for me. Thank you. All right, so we're where we need to be. So we want Evans, and we're looking for Delta arrival. So if you've never been to our airport, here we are. So we are in the Evans lane, and we want Delta. Evans Terminal, we're here where we need to be. We want arrivals. So you got to be able to read quickly and get information. Okay, so I'm where I need to be. Arrivals, Evans, I'm good. And then now you're going to have all these cars. So another good test for you is going to a really busy area. See all this traffic. And you can't just block the road. There are law enforcement here, so we all have to pick up people. So you got to time it, because their job is to facilitate traffic moving. So I'm trying to be careful, but also I have to pick up a client. There's a lot of traffic here. And this is the heart of driving. You know, I'm not going to lie to you and say, oh, yeah, oh, I got a space. So I'm going to go around. There's a space up there. Okay, so I'm trying to get to a space so I don't block. Okay. So these are some of the elements. Then I can get over, because I want to get over to the right, closest to the right, so I don't block people. And then I'm waiting for the client. So I feel pretty good here. They're going to start moving people. And I do not want to go all the way around again. That will suck. See, I got to move up. See? So you're telling me, come on up. Yep. And that's the traffic control person. I hope this was helpful for you. I hope you learned a lot. And I want you to be smooth, and I want you to enjoy this. If you have any questions, leave questions for me, leave comments. And I want you to be safe.